Inviting wildlife into your life with the Eco Gardens by Washburn LLC podcast. Sara Washburn from Eco Gardens by Washburn with our monthly podcast. So my question is, there's a lot of people in the upper Midwest that have blueberries and raspberries and apple trees and strawberries. What kind of things do we have to do in the winter so that way our fruit bearers survive?
Well, as far as blueberries go, you can definitely do the mulch thing around the root zone like we talked about, putting a pile of disease-free leaves and healthy grass clippings around the root zone. And in the spring, then, is when you would remove those from the root zone. Raspberries, there are some varieties, and you'll have to be careful about this. Some varieties you can just hard prune almost all the way to the ground. There's been people that I know of that just run their lawnmower right over the raspberries, and they come back beautiful the next year. Some raspberry varieties, though, you may not want to prune that short. Fruit trees, hopefully the apples and figs are harvested by now. But as far as pruning those fruit trees, always prune our trees 25% or less. It's just not healthy for a mature tree. Winter, I think, is the best time to prune those fruit trees. The old adage is you should prune them so that you can throw a hat through it. But we want to give that fruit tree enough space in the inside so that if there is fruit on the inside of those branches, then the sunlight can get through them, and it also helps for airflow too.
What about for our perennials and our annuals and our flowers that we plant in our backyards?
Well, at this point, I would be pulling the annuals out. You may have already started to pull them out just because they're starting to look pretty bad, just simply because they take a lot of water, and, well, I mean, they only have so long to live being an annual. So those I would put in your yard waste bin or put them wherever you put your compost pile as long as they're disease-free. You asked about perennials, so pruning back your perennials, some of them maybe you already did, such as bee balm, if it got that powdery mildew on it, that kind of thing. You can leave some of them stand, especially like the echinacea, which would be purple coneflower. There's a lot of seeds in those types of plants, like black-eyed Susan, and the birdies will eat those as long as they're there throughout the winter. You know, I say let it stand until spring.
A lot of lawns in the upper Midwest, Sarah, have creeping Charlie, and mine included. Is there a way to get rid of that, or is this a good time of the year to tackle the creeping Charlie issues in our yards?
Yes, it is absolutely a great time to try to tackle the creeping Charlie problem. Right now, because of the cooler days and the not so intense sunshine, the cuticle of the creeping Charlie, being that it's so waxy, right now it is less likely to, resist a chemical being put onto it because our creeping Charlie and our plants are starting to think about going into dormancy.
Sara Washburn from Eco Gardens by Washburn. How do we reach you, Sarah?
Oh, you can reach me on my cell phone, 608-386-3117, or you can log on to Facebook and find me there. You can visit my website, ecogardensbywashburn.com. I also have a YouTube channel, which is Eco Gardens by Washburn LLC. Or you can email me, ecogardensbywashburn@outlook.com.
Helping you to enjoy the natural beauty of your yard. The Eco Gardens by Washburn LLC podcast, a podcast for higher production.